Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. This is going to be a kind of a different video. YouTube hates you, and I'm going to show you proof today. YouTube hates you. So if you've been listening to our podcast, last podcast on Saturday night, we do live on YouTube. I explained about one of our videos that got demonetized because of a butchering of a cow. We visited a local farm and we basically butchered a cow. It's an educational, video. Our channel has always been about education, entertainment, yes, but learning things, learning about homesteading, learning about off-grid living, learning about livestock and gardening and all the things that come with that. And people today are so detached with reality of how people lived 50 years ago and beyond that when they see something from that era take place, it just blows their mind. They can't handle it. In that video, we butchered a cow, and some people were very distraught with how that cow was dispatched. Never mind how cows are dispatched in major farms today and the complete and total brutality that they go through in that. But we appealed the decision of YouTube to demonetize that video, and they said very clearly that we did not break the rules of the community guidelines. However, they still believe that the video needed to be restricted for general audiences. So let me ask you a question. If we're going to obey the rules and adhere to the rules of the community guidelines, what is the point of having community guidelines and the rules if you're going to penalize your creators anyway? Folks, here is the bottom line. YouTube hates you. I'm going to show you proof of that today. A lot of our channels, I want to call them brother or sister channels, people like Pure Living for Life and Wrangler Star and the Fouchomatic, Nick Fouch and Esther. There's lots of channels out there who have made the observation that their channels are being, YouTube is going through some changes. And it's hurting a lot of the creators, the education-based creators who want to put forth good education, good learning, real-time, real-life learning experiences for our audiences who desperately want to learn these aspects of how our lives are lived. And so you have all these channels. Nick Fouch at Fouchomatic made an absolutely amazing point that YouTube is being degenerated into the Roman Colosseum. It absolutely is correct. That's what YouTube is becoming. And because YouTube is so concerned about being politically correct nowadays, they're limiting things like conservative, politically incorrect viewpoints. Because it's politically incorrect to show an animal being butchered. That's how it used to be done. That's how you put food on your table. That's how a family lived, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. There was things like firearms that protected a family. Just the other day, a horse, just a few pastures away, was completely destroyed by a bear or a mountain lion. We don't know which. But it was basically killed. They had to put it down because it was torn to pieces by a bear or a mountain lion. Folks, that's why we carry firearms on our homestead, because there's bears and lions out there that will kill you. That's the reality. And YouTube is coming down on people, gun channels. Hickok 45 last year saw his channel just disappear one day. It came back. But I think YouTube was testing the waters to see, just what would the community do if that happened. Folks, I'm going to tell you, here's proof. Here's just real proof. We all know, Fox News is, a conservative or sort of conservative news outlet. Go to YouTube and search in the search line CNN. What comes up number one? The channel for CNN. You search for BBC. What comes up first? The channel for BBC. You search for MSNBC. What do you see? The channel first off for MSNBC. CNBC, it's the same way. First off, CNBC. There it is right there. Top of RT News. You search for RT News. What's at the top of the search? RT News. Sky News, same way. Every single news channel that you can think of comes right at the top. Now you search for Fox News. At different times of the day, it's different. You'll get different results. But today, at 9 o'clock, or about 9 o'clock, there's the timestamp, you can see it's nowhere to be found. In fact, you have to scroll down at the 11th spot down on the list, you'll find Fox News. 11 down, Fox News channels there. It's not at the top. Why? Because they don't like conservative viewpoints. They don't want people to be able to find their channel. They're penalizing their channel. They're penalizing conservative channels. And a lot of us fall into that, that realm because we show things from reality. This is how, Second Amendment. They don't like Second Amendment channels. They don't like firearms. They don't like conservative viewpoints. They don't like the people who live sustainably disconnected from the system that people at YouTube are so connected to. How do we fix this? My opinion, and I'm just a small channel. I've only got, 44,000 subscribers. I'm a nobody. How do I fix this? What are people to do? Because right now, all the conservative channels are asking, how do we fix this? Because we're being demonetized. We're being shoved into a corner, of irrelevancy. How do we fix it? My personal opinion on how we fix this is to move. There's places like VidMe and there's places like Minds.com that are coming out there, and there's possibilities there. But I've heard from other people, VidMe is just as shows just as much vitriol against conservative viewpoints as YouTube does. I think the option is, and I've seen a number of channels already do this, is go to Patreon, because Patreon is up and coming, and open up a channel there. Charge $1 a month for all your subscribers. $1 a month, that's like nothing. $1 a month. Just privatize all your videos, take the monetization away completely from YouTube, and tell your subscribers, hey, listen, I'll still put out stuff from YouTube from time to time, but all my stuff's going to Patreon. I'm privatizing. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. I'm going to use YouTube servers. I'm going to demonetize everything, privatize everything, and then link the video from YouTube to Patreon, and then there you go. If you want to see my videos, go to patreon.com and then pay $1 a month. You'll make way more money on this than, and if you're in it for the money. I'm not really in it for the money. I'm into YouTube, and I'm into an American Homestead because I love living the way I live. I love sharing with people how I live, and I know there's so many of you out there who want to know the things that we do here and how we do them. You want to learn. I've had so many, Discovery Channel, A&E, they come to me, and, we even talk about contracts, but the bottom line is they want to change who I am. They want to own my brand, and I tell them to take a hike at the end of the day because you're not going to own who I am. You're not going to control, what I say on my channel. And so there's so many people who come to me, and all these A&E and Discovery Channel and all these networks, all they want to do is they want to make fake drama. And I tell these executives when they come to me, I say, listen, people want to learn. They want education. They want real life. They don't want fake drama on their channels. There's some people who want that, but real people don't want that. They want to learn something when they watch you, on YouTube. And so that's what we try to provide here on this YouTube channel. Folks, if you want to take this, if everyone today, all these conservative channels like Wrangler Star, Nut and Fancy, Demolition Ranch, there's so many of them, so many big guys out there, Hitchcock 45. You take all these guys, Engineer 775 and Southern Prepper 1, all these guys, you take them and you move them to Patreon and you say, hey, listen, you want to see me? It's $1 a month. We'll still put out some free stuff on YouTube here and there. YouTube is either going to do one of two things. They're either going to get their act together and realize they're losing a lot of money, or they're going to say, see ya, we don't care. Fine, take your channel and go home and go somewhere else. Or, we don't care about your demonetization. We don't care. We want these guys over here. And YouTube is basically turning into TV anyway. The TV networks that people are abandoning by the droves because they don't like TV anymore. They don't like the garbage that's on TV. And YouTube is getting a lot of that, but YouTube is just turning itself back into TV, so what's the point? That's what I'm considering doing. That's what I'm considering doing right now. Still putting out free stuff, still putting out free podcasts. All the stuff on my website at AmericanHomestead.com will be free. But I'm thinking about taking everything, all my educational videos and things like that, putting them on Patreon for $1 a month, and just be like, here's my content, and demonetize the rest of it on YouTube, and say, you know what, I'm taking my toys and I'm going home. Because I'm sick and tired of, you're going to demonetize one of my videos over a butchering of a cow? There was a vegetarian who posted on that video and said she was so happy to see an actual, humane kill of an animal that was actually going to be used for food the way we did it. because the way the industry kills its animals is horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. Because we as farmers, we love our animals. And we want to give them a good life. And we want them to sustain our family. And so we're going to treat them, we know that that's our food source. We're going to treat them as best as we can. And people don't get that today. So anyway, there you go. There's proof. YouTube hates you. And that's what I would do about it. I'm mulling it over. What should I do? Leave a comment below. We'll see. All right, guys. See you next time on the Homestead.